Okay, before I start the video of me taking this injection pump out, I just wanted to give you a heads up on some tools that I didn't have, and I have an extensive tool collection, but some of the tools that you're going to need is a wrench like that you're going to have to make. It's got a, I had to heat it up with a torch and bend a 9/16 wrench like this so that I can get to these bolts that go through here that mounts the injection pump onto the timing gear. And it allows you to get down here to these lower bolts and turn the nuts. So this was a wrench that I had to make. And I made another one too that I also used, and I bent it more in the middle. So using the combination of these two wrenches is what it took to turn those nuts on the mount to get the injection pump undone there. And another problem I had was with these bolts right here that mounts the injection pump actually to the timing gear, and it took an 8mm socket, 12 point, and so I had to look all over the place to find one. I went to 3 different places and finally found this one at Home Depot. I went to Harbor Freight, I went to O'Reilly's, and then I went to Home Depot and finally found one. So you're going to need an 8mm socket, and it has to be 12 point to take these bolts off right here that connects the injection pump to the timing gear. So anyway, I thought I'd just do a little short introduction before I show you the video how I took it out, so that you, if you have to do this, that you make sure that you get these tools that you're definitely going to need. Otherwise, you're not going to get it out of there. Today I'm going to start taking off this injection pump. I've got a rebuilt injection pump ordered, and it's on its way, so I'm going to document me taking it out and putting the rebuilt one back in, and we'll just see how it goes, and hopefully it'll solve the problem I've been having with it. This truck's got 265,000 miles on it, and it's getting to where it's difficult to start, especially when it's warm. So everything I've been reading on the forums, they say that is the likely culprit. So okay, the first thing I got to do is I'm going to take off the throttle linkage off of the injection pump, and then I'm going to mark all of the electrical connections so that I can put them back on the rebuilt pump right, so I don't get them crossed up or make a mistake when I make the electrical connection. So that's what I'm going to do next. Take off that throttle linkage and then mark the electrical connections and disconnect them. Okay, just got the throttle linkage disconnected from the injection pump, and it just clips on there on this bulge joint right here, and you just take a screwdriver and pop it off. So next I'm going to take off these 2 bolts so I can get this throttle linkage completely out of the way. Okay, I got the fuel throttle linkage out of the way, and there's a fuel throttle linkage mount right here, and these just take a half-inch socket to get off, and I just put them back in the threaded holes so I don't lose them. And next I'm going to take off all of these injection lines, and I'm going to try and loosen up the injection pump and pull it off there with the injection lines connected to the injection pump. So we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to start loosening them up, and these take a 5/8 wrench. So I'm going to start doing that now. Okay. Now I'm going to take this. This is the fast idle solenoid. I'm going to take that and unbolt it off the side of the injection pump and get it out of my way, so it's easier to get to the bolts that mount the injection pump onto the timing gear. So there's some, I don't think I can get a view of it. Some bolts on the side of it there that mounts it. So I'm going to take those off and get that out of my way right now. Okay, got the fast idle solenoid out of there, and it's just 2 bolts that hold it. And if you're curious, it takes a 3/8 socket to get them out. So got that up out of my way. Let's see, show you what it looks like with it out of the way. I'll get a shot of it. Right here, that's where it mounts, right there. So anyway, got that out of the way. Now I'm going to continue on. I think the next thing I'm going to do is take this front plate off right here. I gotta get this front plate off right there. You can see it, it's kind of dark. These 2 bolts right here, and take this front plate off, and that'll give me access to the bolts that mount the injection pump onto the timing gear. So I'm going to do that next. Okay, got the front plate off. It takes a 1/2 inch socket to get the 2 bolts off. Then you have to kind of pry the plate off, because the plate is has a sealant on it, probably silicone that sealed it, so it was stuck on there pretty good. So I had to pry it off with a screwdriver. This is what the plate looks like. Get that off. So you can see the 3 mounting bolts down there on the injection pump. I'm going to clean that all up, because I'm going to have to mark it so that I don't mess up the timing when I put the rebuilt pump in. So we'll see how that goes. I'll clean it all up and put some marks on that before I start trying to take off the mounting bolts. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't do this when I was taking the pump out, but I didn't show you why you need this special wrench and show you the nuts that need to be turned with this special wrench. This is the back side of the timing case where the injection pump mounts, and you're going to need this special wrench for these nuts down here, because without, you're not going to be able to get them turned down on these lower ones here. The top ones, no problem, but these lower ones, you're definitely going to need this special wrench. So anyway, I just thought I'd do a little short video showing you why you need that wrench. Okay, I got the grease cleaned off, and I put some marks with a permanent marker down there so that I can try to put the rebuilt pump back in and not disturb the timing. So we'll see how it goes. Next, I'm going to start trying to unbolt the injection pump from the mounts, and hopefully I can get it pulled out of there. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I'm back at it again. Got kind of stumped because I didn't have a 12.8 millimeter, which That's what it takes to get these bolts off here. And once I get those off, so I had to go find a 12.8 millimeter socket, which was not an easy task. No one went to 3 different places and finally found one at Home Depot. So anyway, once I get those bolts off, the injection pump should come right out of there. So we'll see what happens here. Okay, I got everything loosened up, and the fuel lines, fuel injector lines are all disconnected. Got all the mounting bolts loose, and now I'm going to see if this thing will slip out of here. Let's see what happens. Almost. Okay, let's see what happens now. I had to take these clamps off these areas here, and we'll see if the lines will bend enough for me to get that thing out of there. Okay. Looks like she's gonna come out. Okay, we got it. And there it is. Got her removed from the truck. It's out of the truck and on the ground. Took a little while, but finally got it out of there. And now all I have to do is wait for the new one to come in. It probably won't be until the end of next week, so at least I got it out of there, and it's and we'll do the next part, and that's putting it back in. We'll see how that goes.